Greetings, everybody. Hey. Hey, sis. Yes, indeed. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. All right, so I got a new stand. I'm hoping that as shuffling these cards, the stand don't wobble too much, y'all. All right. Hey, 11 people in the chat. That's a good number. Thanks, guys. Hey, boo. So I'm on my iPad and the comments don't stay up. So if I don't see your comment, it's because it disappears. I gotta figure out how to adjust that to where the comments can stay up so I can see them on my end. Because I can't see what you guys are saying too long. Hey, Christina. Hey, Queen. So this is just going to be like a random read. I don't really have anything planned in specific. So let's see what we could get. Page of Wands. Okay. With the Queen of Wands. Oh, so y'all just leveled up from novice to master, huh? I feel like maybe on your spiritual journey, you guys have just been seeing like how powerful you are, like how you can manifest anything, especially through your thoughts. Make sure you're paying attention to your actions as well, because it's like, hey, son, it's like you're manifesting rapidly. For you to go from the page straight to the Queen of Wands, that means like you've been listening, leveling up, things have been getting better. 10 of Pentacles. Now you guys are gonna have some kind of like disagreements with family is what I'm hearing, because the way you've been changing so rapidly, it's not leaving room for anybody else to kind of like catch up with you, and so your family is gonna start to feel kind of like closed out. But that's okay, because sometimes you have to kind of like distance yourself from family. A lot of you guys don't like groupthink and following what everyone else is doing. So you're definitely stepping into your own power at this time. So I just want to encourage you to keep pushing forward. Like, you have went through so many things on your journey that it kind of like seasoned you. Exactly, son. And that's fine. No hard feelings. Hey, Em. Yeah, look at this. Chariot. You like taking off. Like, you not waiting for nobody to catch up to your evolution. You're not waiting for nobody to kind of like see your growth. Like, you are on fire. A lot of you guys are very like sexually frustrated too, is what I'm hearing. But you just like pouring everything into your journey, because you know that you're being preserved for something great. All right, I already know ashes is about to be falling everywhere. I got Palo going, incense, weed. I mean, it's just, it is what it is, right? We got the Two of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of your deck. So you definitely getting your foot in this journey too. You are like on it. Yeah. Look at this. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You may have had to leave other people out, but it brought you back to you. It centered you, brought you back to yourself. So you really don't care about being the black sheep or the odd man out. At this point in your journey, I feel like, I don't think you guys are apathetic, but I feel like you just blind to the bullshit is what I'm hearing. It's like, I'm on my journey, I'm doing what I'm doing, and this is just what it is. You no longer feel misunderstood. You don't even care if people understand you. Got the the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the 10 of Cups. So it's like you had to take some losses though, because I feel like you were too busy like giving to everybody else. And it was like things had to kind of like slow down. You had to take a pause so that you could recalibrate your steps. You started to notice in your life where you were giving your energy to things that didn't mean anything to the big picture of the scheme of things. And you probably have started to create family in your own way. You know, I think that you kind of were like the person that carried a lot of the family's pain, a lot of the things that the family hid. You were holding all of those things in, and nobody understood that that's probably why you had to separate yourself from them, because they wanted to pretend like those things never happened, because that's how they dealt with stuff. But I hear that you have been breaking the cycles, and so you had to stop like giving to this shit. You had to start to create your own type of family, even if it's just close friends, or if you have children of your own. It's like you started to see the devil at the bottom of the deck. You started to show them how to break the generational ties to unhealthy patterns. A lot of your family probably like gossips about you, talks behind your back. So you really had to pull away, because every time you would evolve and change, it was like a topic for discussion for them, some drama or something, and you were just like here, just like trotting along, trying to create this happiness in your life, because in the past it was just too much. It was too much, and nobody understands you, because nobody has ever literally sat down with you and asked you like what happened in the family, what's going on, why are you like this. It was like everybody just kind of like pretended it wasn't there. Hey love, is that virtuous woman? Oh, 10 of Cups, not 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. So now you're in this space of just kind of like creating your wish fulfillment. Like what you want, you are actually manifesting it. We already seen this here, or how fast the glow up was from the Page to the Queen. So even if things aren't perfect with your family, it's like you found solace. You found peace within that. You just realize you have to accept shit for the way it is. You're not responsible for everybody's happiness. You really just have to like build yourself back up at this time. So it's like, don't feel bad for being happy with your own shit. High Priestess, but it came out in reverse. So listen to your intuition around this time. You're going to know who to entertain and who not to entertain. I feel like sometimes you can kind of like go against your intuition because of somebody's like charm or somebody's emotions. Well, the High Priestess really doesn't have time for all of that. Or the High Priest. It's like you have to deal with facts and intuition, not all of that, well, this hurt my feelings, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of the shit, the changes you guys are making are gonna hurt some people's feelings, because people kind of feel like they want to control your journey to make it match theirs. Okay, let's see. I I'm really dying to get to the Kipper, honestly. You have the star card in reverse. Yeah, that'll stunt your growth. Like waiting around for people to see your vision and all this and to approve your intuitive gifts and shit, that stunts your growth. It stops your the process that you're in. So you can no longer do that. Stop feeling guilty. I feel like a lot of you guys are always feeling guilty because of the changes that you're making and how they're gonna affect other people. But honestly, those people are going to be making changes in their life and they ain't going to care about how it affects you. So don't stunt your growth for anybody. Don't deny your gifts. Don't ignore your intuition for anybody. Like, you don't want to be in this type of position. In this type of position, you're codependent, looking for other people to approve shit that's going on in your life, other people to confirm what you already know. Seven of Wands, protect yourself, protect your spirit, protect your energy, protect this new beginning that you're on. Some of you guys are going to be making the decision to not be single anymore. Some of you guys are like, you know what, I got everything I need, but I'm ready for love. I'm ready to like step out of just getting to the bag. And that's fine. Just make sure you're following your gut on who you're vulnerable with around this time. Because we are popping back into Mercury retrograde this month. We are in the shadow period. Yeah. See? So you are ready for love here. It's like you have been kind of like in your head about it for a while, like, because you thought that finding love or being in a relationship was going to take you away from getting the things that you need. But now that you've built up the things that you need, you took your time. You're very calculated, and not even the bad sense, like just really taking stock of everything. So it's like, yeah, now you're ready for love. Like you had to go through the dark night of the soul, do all this work, and now it's time for love to come in. But you still have to stay focused on your journey. Even if somebody comes in and you guys get into like a bomb ass relationship, don't stop doing your rituals. Don't stop taking your spirit baths. Don't stop practicing and sharpening your intuition just because, oh, I'm in a relationship, I fulfilled my spiritual goal. Because the spiritual goal is not always a relationship. It's not always reuniting with your twin flame or your soulmate. You still have work to do. I want to grab the Kipper. It's calling me. Hold up, y'all. I feel like there's some kind of story that somebody in particular needs to hear. I was also hearing earlier that some of you guys are going through PTSD from past relationships that were very mean. Like somebody was in a relationship with somebody that was very mean spirited. It was like they wanted to be with you, but they wanted to destroy you and distract you at the same time. And it was like a fucked up ass feeling. It was like you were in a relationship with somebody that was in competition with you, and you were working to like make the whole unit move. And this person kept showing up as opposition all the time. Every time you did something for the unit or the family unit or whatever, this person would try to counter you and knock you back down. Look at this, toil and labor at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this person just had you like doing everything. And I feel like this person just sat there and was like absorbing like everything you do and making it make themselves look good. I feel like you would try to talk to people and nobody believed you because this person was very charming. Yeah, look at this, imprisonment. This person wanted to keep you bound to them like a fucking slave, doing all this emotional labor, all this spiritual labor, financial labor, and for 1 minute you was just skipping along doing it because you thought that this was how you was going to gain this person's undivided attention and unconditional love. But that shit drained you, and it stalled you. It stopped you from achieving certain things. It distracted you from stuff you had put in motion before this person even came into your life. And I feel like you have to not be imprisoned by your loyalty. Don't let your loyalty make you a slave to where you got goals of your own, but now that a certain person is in your life, you put your goals on hold to like coddle this person. Mm-hmm. False person in reverse. This card always come out for y'all. And I feel like that wasn't really who you were. That really wasn't who you were. So you had to like realize, like, hold up, look at this at the bottom of the deck, high honor. Let me stop pretending like I'm not great just to fit in with certain people or to make certain people comfortable around me. Like y'all, some of y'all was making yourself small just so that other people wouldn't be like, who do she or who do he think he is? These motherfuckers was false friends too. Then you hear you got your ancestors and your guys shooting for you, pulling for you, going to bat for you. And you sitting here pretending like you don't know you got divine calling on your life. Just because a few motherfuckers is insecure within their being, now you gotta pretend to be insecure. Like you was literally pretending to be insecure, and that's the furthest thing from who you are. Yeah, these people were attaching to you. Look at this, change. That shit had to change, bottom line. Yeah, you had to leave these people behind with the house card. You could no longer allow them to rent space in your head rent free, to live in your head rent free and distract you from what you were building. It was like you lost a lot of stability being with these people. And this is not just romantic relationships. I feel like these were friendships too. And it was like you stopped building your house to go help them build theirs, and then when theirs was all done being built, you needed somewhere to stay while you built yours, and they wouldn't even let you stay with their ass after you had already came and helped them build their shit. So now with the privileged lady in reverse, I feel like you lost some stuff, but I feel like also you took away the privilege of allowing people to just come and pull on your energy whenever they wanted. You really stopped that shit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, mature man comes out because you've grown. Like I said earlier, you seasoned now. You realize where you were fucking up at too. Because you know it's not just all them. Yeah, it was their actions, but you have to figure out somewhere where you allowed that shit. Okay, let's. We got a few decks out here. I already know it's gonna be like an hour that we on here, y'all, cause y'all be wanting to talk. And I love talking to y'all. Okay, let's see, Spirit. What are we guided to? Hey, love. Thanks for coming in and speaking to everybody. You guys are all so kind over here. Okay. Yeah, see the house in reverse again. Okay, so if you guys are living with someone, y'all ready to move. Because with the house card coming up in reverse twice, I feel like whoever this person is that is occupying space with you, they're like making shit uncomfortable in your environment. And Spirit said you could be making them uncomfortable in their environment too. So take it how it resonates. But somebody ready to get out of the house with somebody. Like they like, yo, this shit is weak. I am out. Somebody's mad because they can't control everything and control everybody in the household, how they feel, how they move, and da 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 da. But look at these little dandelions at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you need to be making a wish. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Look at this little mouse in reverse. Mm-hmm. And somebody is a rat, okay? Somebody is a rat, meaning they like a little parasite. They always sneaking in to grab shit, grab people energy, take from others. Because if the mouse was in the upright position, I feel like that would be like abundance. But this rat coming in reverse with the house cards twice, I feel like, yeah, somebody's a little rat. They stir up, they stir, they stir up shit. And then they get all quiet like they ain't do nothing. Nah. Mm-mm. This person just want to come in and teeth everything. Look at this. Look at this. The lady here in reverse with this book and the rose. I feel like you're tired of reflecting on old romances that didn't work. I feel like you like, okay, yeah, they didn't work, but that's not going to be my focus anymore. Because for a while that was occupying your mind, like I said earlier. These are just kind of like confirming some of the stuff we saw in the first spread. But you tired of thinking about how the marriage fell apart or how the relationship fell apart. You're tired of thinking about the fights and all the like petty stuff that went on. I feel like when somebody left, they took some shit that wasn't theirs. Like I feel like when this person left, they took things that they knew were important to you, that were of substance to you, of sustenance to you. They were very sneaky. Very sneaky. Somebody is gonna sneak and move out, Spirit said. They're not even gonna tell you. They're just gonna hit you with the, oh, I got a new place type shit. Yeah, look at this. But this was in reverse. So it's like a storm warning. It's like you're gonna see everything like play out. But then here with the golden arch, I feel like actually this coming in is going to pave the way for this. Almost like a tower energy. Knocking everything down so you can build like a better foundation. Yes, thank you, Spirit. That's what Spirit said it is. So even if somebody does leave, it's like they actually did you a favor. I don't feel like they're going to be quiet about it. They're going to be kind of like arrogant about it, like proving a point or some shit. Look at this, roses. And this is February, that Valentine's Day shit. Somebody's going to be getting a gift, though. For some of you. I feel like someone wants to come in with like a heartfelt message for you. And they want to kind of like make things right for some of you guys. Like some of you guys who just kind of like grew apart. I feel like this Valentine's Day, somebody's going to come in with a gift or whatever. What's the gift, Spirit? Is it genuine, please? You got the ring here in reverse. Some of y'all gonna be like, fuck your gift, I'm out. Even though you're giving me this gift, I still want to separate. Some of you guys are gonna feel like that. I feel like you feel like that because it's gonna be the same shit. Like you tired of the honeymoon period where things go great for a little minute and then they're back to being stupid again. Yeah, you glowed up. Look at her on the unicorn, the rainbow. This is that energy of you glowing up, and just otherworldly shit is what's more important to you now. Also, I'm hearing be in this world, but don't be of it. Like I said, some of you guys have a divine calling over your life. And we talk about this all the time. There's just certain shit you're not going to be able to entertain anymore. You're on a journey into your mind But when you get to this place in your mind, this destination is going to like it's going to be, like I said, starting over from the beginning, but now it's more divine. Now it has more meaning. Everything you do from this point on is going to have more meaning to it. It's like you're no longer, I'm hearing, you're no longer going to be giving in to like your carnal desires. Like for some of you guys, sex was a reason you kept going back to someone. Like, oh, the sex is passionate, the makeup sex is passionate. I feel like this is that makeup sex here with the roses and the ring in reverse. It's like the sex is great, the makeup sex is okay, but then right after, those thoughts of all the stupid shit just come flooding back in. And so I feel like you're just going to be like, you know what, no more. I got to step into my higher self. I got to step into my higher calling, and I got to do what's best for me. I got to go on this journey, and it's a spiritual journey. And we are already spiritual beings, but I feel like you're going to be diving deeper. And not even deeper. I hear higher. Like your spirit is being like exalted. Um Divine energy is like really taking over. You see these flowers here? Look at the roses and look at this. I feel like with the ring in reverse and you turning down these roses and this ring, it's like you're gonna be replaced with these flowers, and they may not be as like widely acknowledged as beauty and stuff like that as the roses are, but this is just a part of your journey. Like it's like you're not settling, you're grateful for the simple things in life now the simple things in life are what matter to you, not all the glitz and not what everybody thinks matters. Like you're really, like I said earlier, stepping away from group think. What matters to you is more important. Where some people want diamonds, you want semi precious stones, like, you know, amethyst, rose quartz, clear crystal quartz, things like that have more meaning to you now than what society thinks is important. And I think this is something that's very freeing for you. That's why we have the girl here on the unicorn. And it's also the card number one. So you just kind of like, you know that you are number one. Okay, that's it for this deck. Let's go back to the Kipper real quick. Because I want to see something. It's the unicorn, please, Spirit. Child. The unicorn being clarified with the child is like now that inner child has awakened in you, and this inner child is free. Like you have reparented yourself in some aspects. You have given yourself, your children, the things in the I'm hearing the emotional safe space to grow. And so with you giving that to your seeds, you have grown also. It's like you saw yourself and your children and you gave them the type of lifestyle that you wish you would have had. One where you can speak freely without feeling judged, just an emotionally free space so that they wouldn't grow up with the same traumas and insecurities that maybe you had. You've really been loving on yourself more, laughing more, really just tapping into that younger you that you can kind of like. I have a vision of like a child like sitting off into the corner, like watching everything go on around in the household, and this child just feeling out of place. And so now this child has a space, a place of belonging, and it's here in the ethers where they are very powerful, and you are tapping into that energy within yourself. And this is just beautiful. I feel like you're really blossoming and growing, like we saw earlier, which is so funny. We saw the where is it? We saw the page come out and then the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is like low-key that same vibe. So yes, congratulations. I'm so happy for you guys, because sometimes that's a hard space to pull yourself up out of when you've been conditioned to love and feel and respond to things in a certain way. Okay, Spirit, let's get one more from the Kipper, please. Oh, bottom of your deck is sudden wealth. Wow. Okay, you did have the Ten of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, And we keep getting this every time we pull the kipper, y'all. We always get this sudden wealth or great fortune. And it's like, it may seem far-fetched, like where is it going to come from and how, blah blah blah, but spirit is saying just roll with it, just roll with it. This is divinely guided for you. All right, let's see. Thank you, spirit. You got community in reverse. So like I said earlier, when we had that 10 of Pentacles in reverse, like, wow, great fortune. I just said y'all always get great fortune. I just said that. And y'all watching me with these cards, so I ain't over here doing no sleight of hand shit. Like, things are going to get better for you guys. Do not fuck what everybody got to say. Sometimes you have to stand alone to stand firm in your decisions, in your walk. This is powerful, because we were just talking about other people and having to separate from family, and they can't come with you, and friends and the liking. And everybody doesn't have this journey, you know? So if you tapping into this energy and it's resonating with you, I love you too, sis. Then this is definitely your calling. You have to separate that black sheep, the odd man out, like we talked about. But it leads to great fortune. It leads to sudden wealth. And like we always say, everybody has their own idea of what wealth and abundance is. So don't get hung up on what anybody else is doing. Like don't be concerned with outside shit. Whatever is external to you, you gotta let it pass. You gotta let it pass. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Community card. It's come out again. Coffee comes out reverse. Stop giving life to dead shit. Stop being concerned with things that are not in alignment with you. Stop being mad about other people's actions. Like, stop being concerned with what other people doing. If they want to stay stuck and stagnant, you have to let them. Stop trying to go into the grave and dig dead shit up and be like, and this is why, and this, like, no, leave everything alone. Because look, it leads to poverty of the mind. When you start concerning yourself, here goes that word concern again, with dead shit. It leads to poverty. And we already got the sudden wealth and the great fortune out here. You don't want to lose everything that you've accumulated, especially in the spiritual realm, because that's where you're going to manifest. That's where your magic is taking place. You don't want to lose everything for paying attention to the wrong shit, being concerned about the wrong shit. Yep, look, gift in reverse. Keep being concerned about the wrong shit. Keep being mad about stuff that ain't your business or don't matter to your life. And you're going to drop some things. You're going to drop something that spirit is handing you. And that's not what you want to do. So right now it's time to be focused on you. Not all these relationships and people's business and blah, blah, blah. That stuff don't matter. Because see, like I said, it don't matter. Thoughts in reverse. Nah, it don't matter. Don't focus on any of that. Your thoughts create your reality. So if you always worried about what the next person doing, oh, I'm mad because my friend doing this and that ain't even none of your business. I posted something on Instagram earlier today that said, stop being concerned about a household that you don't pay bills in. Look, if they like it, you love it. What they eat don't make you shit. So it don't matter anymore. We already know that you guys are separating from things that you felt bound to. Well, I feel like, Spirit just said somebody was doing a binding spell on you. But they stepped in and blocked it. Somebody was trying to like bind you to loving them and not being able to attract anyone else. And this was happening from a person who wasn't even going to be good to you in the first place. And so Spirit and the universe had to step in and block this. So whoever is being removed from you at this point, it's divine order. Because they're sitting there burning their little candles on you, trying to keep you tied to them while they're out doing God knows what. and then they want to keep you stuck loving on them, and they want to bind you so that nobody else can attract you, or I mean you can't attract anyone else. Well, spirit is stepping in and taking that away. Yeah, look, courtship in reverse. So whatever they was trying to bind you in, no, spirit is not having it. They're like, you don't get this one. So just know that if you've been feeling like, because see, a lot of people don't dabble in magic, and that's not the lifestyle they in. So this will sound foreign to them. But if you dabble in magic and things of that nature, then you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody was going to someone to have work done to keep you tied to them, or they was trying to do the work themselves. But spirit is canceling that contract. It's canceled because you have a new journey. You have a new journey. Shit. Drop the cards. Let's see. What's the journey card, spirit? I said, what's the journey card? Now, open your mind. Don't look at this as some type of religious shit. This just means, I said, what's the journey card, spirit? And then this comes out. You are, like I said, you have a divine calling over your life. I'm hearing you're protected. You, like, spiritually, you're protected. So, yeah. So whoever's trying to bind you to some bullshit, they're actually setting traps for themselves. Okay, let me see what else Spirit wants me to grab. Alright, we're gonna get some more cards now, y'all. Let me see which deck is pulling me. Yo, song! Oh shit! That's your song, girl. That's my song too. Where's the book to the Kipper, y'all? What y'all do with the book? Oh Lord. Always misplacing shit. I don't like this song too much. YouTube be there to shut a nigga down. I just had that book, y'all. And y'all, I ain't even moved. I ain't even went nowhere. Oh, there you go. There you go. My bad. About to blame somebody else, and it's only me in here. See? I'm worried about the wrong shit. Okay, let's see. We get some fortune for you guys here. I was worried about the wrong shit, y'all. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny. Wow. Straight away, we got good luck and fortune. I'm sorry, honor and good luck. And then you guys had the high honor card earlier. Time is of the essence. So really pay attention to what you're spending your time and energy on. The sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. Come on. What was we just talking about, y'all, earlier? Yes. So I'm like telling y'all, don't worry about anything at this time. She's about to get good, man. I feel like it's because you really been just like standing firm. You already had good fortune, sudden wealth. Now you got the honor and good luck. You had the high honor card earlier. Time is of the essence, and your perseverance is being rewarded. It's like you spending your time on the right things is what's gonna, like we talked about earlier, is what's gonna bring that abundance into your life, that freedom. All right, let's get some other cards. Let's get some oracle cards. But I want to pull from some different oracle cards this time because we always go through the same ones, y'all. I love you guys. I forgot to tell y'all. My bad. They back. Thank you. Thank you. Woo. Envious gluttony came out, y'all. Oh, I know this is hitting deep. I wanted to know what to be mindful of because with all this glow up you having in your life, there is gonna be people who have shit already that's still gonna be mad at you for having shit. With this envious gluttony, it's like people who have a relationship that they so happy in will still be mad when you no longer single. People who already got money be mad when you get into the bag. Like, these are people who just kind of like overindulge in shit that everybody else got. Like we talked about earlier. Like, man, thank you. Yeah, these people are crazy. Bottom line, these motherfuckers is crazy. How you gonna already have shit but be mad that I'm getting shit too? Like, this is what it look like. Envy is gluttony. Envy is only when you coveting the blessings or gifts or whatever of that other people have. Gluttony is just being greedy. You already got shit. You got more than you can fucking account for, but you mad what everybody else got. Look at this motherfucker sitting on the throne, exhausted from having shit and exhausted from being mad that other people got shit. This motherfucker don't even know how to feel. Don't even know how to feel. What does this say? Atonement. Queen of my world. That's what you need to be. You need to tap into that. I heard dominatrix type vibe. Where you command things to come into your life. Regardless of who hating or whatever this gluttonous envy bullshit is, you about to be standing in your power. And this gonna hurt the shadows of some people. The temple of your body. Now look, this card is talking to me because look, Queen of my world, temple of your body. Be mindful of who you having sex with, yo. And I'm not no fucking sex police. I'm not a sex cop. I like sex. But I don't like picking up bad bullshit from the people that I have sex with. So this is reminding you to be careful because you could be sleeping with the enemy. You could be sleeping with somebody that's envious of the things that you have. You don't even know it. The temple of your body is letting you know that whoever enters your body or whoever's body you enter, you're going to be like picking up some shit from these people. Don't make nobody like the god or queen of your world just because they enter in your body. Make sure they on the right level. You know, because this person could just be greedy sexually too. They could be a fucking soul snatcher, and not in a good way. They come and fuck you just to distract you, take from you. Be careful. Be careful who you sleeping with. We talked about that, I think, the other day. The other day too. Calling the storm, and we talked about the storm warning earlier. And yeah, be careful, because I feel like opening up your body to this person will call in some shit you ain't ready to deal with, because you've created such a firm foundation for yourself, allowing yourself to go back in sexually with this person. You're going to attach yourself to the shit that they're going through, and it's going to bring this storm into your life. You're going to start battling the same shit they battling. And you're going to be like, yo, my life was calmer before I started fucking with you. Yeah, look, peaceful amongst others. Your life was calm before you start fucking with this person. I'm sorry, peaceful among thorns. It was like you had your own problems that you was going through, but you knew how to like maintain yourself in it. But then when you start fucking with somebody else, you calling in they storms too. Now you trying to help them battle they shit. They just dropping their demons off in your womb. Or you just absorbing their demons when you going inside them. You know? Bride in a cage. Then you back trapped again. Being loyal to some bullshit. Don't do it. Don't let your shadow, these are shadow working cards. So don't let your shadow aspects of this world make you agree to some shit. You already had the marriage card in reverse. You already had the courtship card in reverse. So you're being freed from this bullshit ass binding that someone has been doing on you. Don't re attach to it. Don't. And it has something to do with the temple of your body. And that's sex. That's who you're having that sacred energy exchange with. That's what it is. Alright, let's see. Is this me? Fuck around and lose yourself, yo. Like we talked about. Fuck around, mingling in with the wrong person, people, whatever. And now you don't even recognize yourself when you look in the mirror. Because you done absorbed all this bullshit into your body. Your glow kind of dampering now because you're involving with someone who doesn't tend to their own glow. I'm gonna tell you, like, one time I was in a real toxic ass relationship, and I was like on such a high before I got in that relationship, right? Got in that relationship, and then I didn't even recognize myself by the time I got out of it. That's how heavy it was. It was just sucking the life source and force out of me. So be mindful of who you laying down with, who you call yourself being in love with, all that shit. And if you know somebody in a relationship right now and they saying that relationship is toxic, don't have sex with them. Because if they in a relationship with somebody and that relationship is toxic and they argue and they fighting and this person know about you and blah blah blah, when you have sex with that person, you're gonna absorb all the energy and all the hate and bullshit that this person is doing back and forth with that one. It's gonna be now with you. And then you're not even gonna recognize who you are anymore because you done absorbed all the shit. And then if this person know like you the other woman or other man or whatever, they're gonna have so much hate towards you. And then the person that's cheating is gonna kind of like say whatever they can say to that person to console them to not be mad about you. And then when they come and sleep with you, they still carrying all that hate and envy and pain from the other person into you. So even if you like, oh, this person loved me, they just with them because the kids, or they just with them because blah blah blah. Nah, whatever they doing over there, when they lay with you, you gonna grab that too. That's so it's so important. I should be mindful of who you're having sex with, because you're not gonna remember yourself. You're just gonna be so far away from all the work you've done. You're just coming back into your higher self with the unicorn. So yeah, just be mindful. All right, now let's get something else. Let's try the archetype cards. Let's see. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Like, this deck is heavy. It is so big and my hands are so small. So y'all gonna have to bear with me while I try to shuffle these mugs. Good grief. These is big. That's what he said. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. I like that one. What you laughing at, son? Damn, I can't even see everybody comments too long. I told y'all that earlier though. Okay. So the first card that came out was Femme Fatale, and it came out in the upright position. So it says light attributes highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So it's like, remember we was talking about earlier, stepping into that like divine feminine energy, just being like fiery and commanding and shit. Like, this is saying, like, even if you are rejected by someone, or like relationship isn't going right, you're gonna be like still in your power. So don't like I said, make yourself small. Like, you're a powerhouse with this divine feminine energy. The next card you got was Hedonist, which is funny because you got the Femme Fatale right before it. It says light attributes. This came out in the upright. Inspires creativity to embrace the good and good things in life. Celebrates the beauty in yourself. So yeah, you're really gonna be celebrating yourself, like I said, at this time. Just really stepping into your power, feeling good about the decisions you're making. Just make sure you're not going backwards. The last card you got was Advocate. Light attributes. This came out in the upright. It says inspires you to put compassion into action. And that's what we were talking about with you nurturing that inner child. That's where that compassion starts. Giving yourself gifts, nurturing yourself. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you need to kind of like turn that giving, charitable, compassionate energy inward, because you need it too. And right now, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be hard to get that kind of energy from people because everybody is looking for it. So when people see that you have the smallest bit of compassion within you, or the smallest bit of like openness and vulnerability, if they aren't healthy, they will swoop in and just try to like suck you dry from that shit. And right now, Spirit is saying that you need to be giving that shit to yourself. Because people will suck you dry and then be mad when you tired and drained and you don't have anything left to give. Then that's when you fake. Then that's when you blah, blah, blah. But they don't even understand the energy that they carry. And I always say that people need to be responsible for the energy that they bring into other people's lives. Because sometimes you don't have the capacity or the space to deal with people. And they have to understand and understand that when they came into your life, you already had a whole life you was living before you even met this person. So you don't just readjust your life for people in 1 to 2 to 3 months and all this shit. And people need to know that. And if they don't, it's not your problem. Because right now, you have to be numero uno. Like we saw the girl in the unicorn, she was number one. You have to put yourself as number one at this time. You don't owe anybody an explanation for your life. And right now, I notice a trend. Everybody's traumatized right now. Everybody. And everybody is expecting the people that come into their lives to heal that trauma from them. And that's unfair, because you go into relationships feeling like, oh, well, this person didn't do that, so that means they're toxic. And not everybody who doesn't adhere to your emotional traumas or your past or whatever is toxic. Some people are dealing with their own shit and they just don't say it. Everybody's different. If you want to be in this zodiac shit and study the signs and stuff, you got to know that certain signs carry certain attributes. Everybody doesn't emote. Everybody's not trying to blend and trauma bond and shit. So right now, everybody has to be looking out for number one, and not even in a selfish aspect, just like making sure that you're nurturing yourself, because you can't pour from an empty vessel. And sometimes when you have a full vessel, you don't need to pour. You need to just chill. All right, let's see. Let's get some, I guess we'll go to the OGs and get some release cards. And we can't be like mad at people for not like giving us shit. We can't. Because it's nobody's responsibility to hold our hand through our journey or to tiptoe around our triggers. Like, that's unfair. Because then you're putting people in a prison to where they can't even be who they truly are around you. And then when they show you who they really are, you're like, oh, you fake. No, I was like this all along. But you were so controlling and so triggered by everything. Some people will be triggered by your freedom of expression. Some people will be triggered by the lifestyle you live. People have numerous triggers these days. Everybody's triggered by something, you know? So it's like, we just gotta like do us. Man, these cards just good. Okay, that's it. Let me pull one more. All right, exactly, Spirit. The first card that came out was Surrender Low Self-Esteem. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. And we talked about that. Stepping into your power, not shrinking yourself because it makes other people uncomfortable. Not feeling like you have to hide who you are. You know, like, you really need to start shining more and just really being who you truly are. Love on yourself more. The next card that came out was Surrender Frustration. I feel like a lot of you guys are sexually frustrated, but just frustrated because you can't find anybody to truly click with. Now, I don't know if y'all follow me on Twitter, but a while back I had posted something that said, right now everybody is going through their own inner child traumas and trying to fix themselves, but once everybody comes out of it, then you'll be able to link with like-minded individuals. So like, it's like right now you can be frustrated because you can't find like certain bonds and shit, but you have to be able to stand on your own, because you don't know people's shit. You don't know like why they are the way they are and what they're working through. Next card. Okay, so it says frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. So like, really start thinking before you speak. Don't just react all quick. Like, if somebody send you a text or say some shit to you, don't just react all quick. Really think about how you feel before you say anything back to these people. The next card you got was Surrender to Joy. And that's that happiness I told you earlier. Like, it's okay to be happy. Surrender to things finally working out for you. It's cool. A trauma response, like we talked about the other day, is like feeling guilty when things are going good. Always expecting the next blow. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Yeah, just stay centered, y'all. Just stay centered. Know that life has its ebbs and flows, but that doesn't mean it's always life or death, you know? Like some shit is just there to teach you something or to season you. The last card is surrender the idea that you can fix someone. Woo, child. A lot of the divine feminines have this problem. Like, oh, I could make him love me. I could make so and so see that I'm the one. I could change their life if only they would let me in. Fuck all of that. Okay? You cannot fix nobody. You can't make nobody do nothing. It's either it's either voluntarily or I don't want it. You don't need to force nobody's hand. It says, it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Yes. And even though people are healers, they just open the doors for you to heal yourself. They just give you some tips and ideas or confirm things that you know you need to do on your journey. Like, so, everybody's responsible for their own happiness. And sometimes people get into relationships, and this is a problem I personally have with relationships, is feeling like you have to be responsible for someone else's happiness or someone else's wholeness or someone else's healing. That's too much. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, I want to have fun. I want to laugh. I want to go out. I want to party. I want to smoke. I want to drink. I want to dance. I want to laugh. I want to watch movies. I don't want to spend it being stuck in some pain or some drought or some stagnant ass low vibe, and then you can't build and be happy because they not. Like that's too much. So yeah, surrender all of that. Okay, let's get y'all energy and then we'll be done. Yeah, Jess, that's draining. Hey, Jess, I didn't even know you was in here. Hey, girl. Yeah. Dang, the community card in reverse again at the bottom. Let's see. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay. So we got the community card in reverse. Earlier, we had already had that in reverse twice. Well, really like 3 times because we had, what was it, twice? We had the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, then we had the community card in reverse and the Kipper. So yeah, twice. So now it's in reverse again. So I really feel like this is like telling you to step away from that group thinking what everybody else thinks is what was to do, It says, this card reverse indicates feelings of isolation and perhaps loneliness. There may have been a recent disconnect with old associations or even a dissolution of some wider partnerships. This may result in feelings of loss and grief, but take heart. It is often the case that as you shift your energy into a higher vibration, you may find that you no longer resonate with the old acquaintances the way you used to. If that is the case, it may be time to move on to more resonant associations. Let yourself network in ways that reflect your higher intentions. Meditation groups, classes, book clubs, and the like are all places you may meet new acquaintances in closer harmony to you. You needn't allow your isolation to continue. It may take some conscious effort on your part, but now is the time to reconnect, network, and gain the sense of support you are looking for. And earlier we talked about that, creating your own type of like family base and community of people who are like more like-minded with you and on your level. And sometimes you have to kind of like create your own soul family, you know? Sometimes you have to do that. And so I feel like that's what you're stepping into right now. But also on a career and finance aspect, you're gonna be like kind of like leaning towards occupations that like gel well with your life and your type of vibe. You have that Knight of Pentacles earlier, and I feel like that's what this strategy card is also alluding to, because the Knight of Pentacles is very strategic. He doesn't just make a move. He's not like the Knight of Swords who just goes out there impulsively, sometimes just going with any idea. The Knight of Pentacles will make a plan so that he can guarantee a safe return. And so I feel like that's where you're at in your life right now. This card shows a pen, journal, compass, and key. When you receive this card upright, it indicates that it is the optimum time for setting up a specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change in course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short term goals needed to make your long term goals a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. So, yeah. And we had the journey card earlier. And I said, Spirit, what's the journey card? It's a journey, a divinely guided journey. And I'm telling you, this journey is leading to abundance and happiness. And look at your last card, happy family. Man, I'm telling you, just stay on your path. Don't be shaken. You know what I mean? This card says closeness, fun, and caring. The rainbow over this happy family pretends a time of joy and celebration. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun and frivolity that a friend or family experience can bring. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. If you're single, finding this card in your spread could indicate a potential meeting and perhaps relationship with someone who has children from a previous marriage. This ready made family might bring some challenges, but it could be your destiny in this lifetime. This card may also simply signify a celebration coming up, such as a wedding, anniversary, or birthday party. So enjoy. The affirmation for this card says, I open myself to a new and deeper experience of family, and I am ready to see greater happiness there. I know that I am the loving family that I need. Wow. And oh my God, this is just so in alignment with everything that we talked about. Creating your own family. And some of you guys are going to be in a relationship with people that have kids. But so what? Everybody got kids now. What the fuck? And you love kids. So it doesn't even matter. But, yes, creating your own family, having a blended family, all this stuff is going to bring abundance into your life. It may be kind of like difficult in the beginning because you guys have to kind of like get used to each other. And we already talked about like not trying to rush anybody to be comfortable with you right off the bat anyway. So, yeah, new love is coming in. You already had this Ace of Cups at the bottom of your general part of the tarot. So, yeah, we know. We know. All right, let's finish up with some love cards, guys, and then we'll be done. And I think blended families are cool because sometimes, like maybe, um, you could be like, you know, a cool part of it, and people, can teach each other stuff and share ideas and shit. So sometimes blended families are okay. All right, let's see. Happy anniversary. That's beautiful. See? Blended families can be good. It just takes patience and love, and I mean, shoot, that's what every family needs, blended or not. You're welcome. Thanks to everybody who liked the video. I appreciate you guys. Okay, these are pretty good. Okay. The first card you guys got was Focus on Love. This card is pretty. It says, look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Yeah. Like, look around and see the people in the family unit that you have or just your support system and see, like, the beauty in those people. Don't overlook them. Sometimes people can be, like, so focused on the ones that aren't supporting them that they don't acknowledge the ones that are. And that can kind of, like, make people feel bad. Okay, so this card says, it is easy to see the faults in other people. Think of the positive characteristics of the people in your life. Remember the things that caused you to love them in the first place. Focusing on the love will change and heal the negativity that was once there. So yeah, like I feel like for those of you who have like family that are trying and but just don't kind of like know everything, look at the places in their life where they are good to you. And some people you don't have to just cut off. Shit. Is it dang tripping? Okay. Your next card, number 46. Okay. Spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with the ones we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. It is easy to slip into the routine of our daily lives. It is important to set aside some time to really connect and give your partner the full attention that is not interrupted. Make eye contact and learn to appreciate each other. So, yeah, for those of you who are in relationships, it's time to kind of like deepen the bond. Remember what attracted you to each other in the first place and just kind of like get back to the beginning. Maybe you guys have kind of like got tied up with having the kids and responsibilities and stuff, but it's really time to get back to why you loved each other and celebrate that. Have like that date night and stuff. Okay. Your next card is be in the present and dream of the future. Look how pretty this card is. For some reason, this card reminds me of Pisces. Like how dreamy it looks and spacey and galactic or whatever. But anyway, that's just me. It says, when we dream, everything is possible. Yeah, Pisces are the dreamers. Anyway, make sure you aren't dwelling on the things that have passed and no longer exist. Everyone has a past that has helped to shape who they are. This history cannot be erased. Accept the past and look forward to a future. Set goals, dream big, and create together. By doing this, you will eliminate the prospect of visiting the past. Having a goal helps us to focus on what is important. So, remember we was talking about earlier with the Kipper, stop worrying about shit that ain't your business or things that don't even make up the scheme of the goals you have. Like, it's really just time to focus. These are all like inner love cards. Um, you know, we did kind of tap on loving the ones you're with, though. That's very important always. But yeah, this is really just a time for like introspection, healing yourself, setting those goals. I feel like a lot of you have already set goals, though, honestly. But I think you guys are gonna be fine. I know you guys are gonna be fine. And just be happy. Find some joy and stick with it. All right, my beloveds. That was the end of your random reading. It was hella random, all kinds of different concepts coming through. But I know there's a lot of you guys, so maybe you can kind of like pull bits and pieces from everything to utilize it on your journey. Thanks to my moderators for always coming through and showing me love and support. And thanks for everybody for being cohesive and coming through and showing me love too. All right, guys. You're welcome, Empress. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. What else was I gonna tell you guys? Dang, slipped my mind. All right, well, I guess I don't have nothing else to say. I don't want to hold you guys all night. It's already been 76 minutes. Okay, my beloveds, I'll see you guys on Twitter and Instagram. I love you guys so much. Thanks for always tuning in. Okay, sending you love, peace, and balance.